Hey, it's Walt, and we are here on this Sunday morning, right before, a couple hours before the NFL tip-off begins, all right? So we are going to have 3 NFL bets, and we're going to have 1 NBA, all right? So before we get started, please, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel and please give the video a thumbs up. Yesterday, I think we got close to 40, maybe over 40 likes. It helps the channel out greatly. Please do so. If you also want to support the channel, you can always send a tip to, the details below: Cashapp, PayPal, Venmo. All right. So let's get straight into it. All right. First, bet the Chiefs versus the Titans over 57.5 points. All right. We have 2 teams who are scoring more than 27 points per game and also give up more than 25 points per game. All right. Titans are 7-0-1 in the last 8 games in October, as far as the game totals going over. This is going to be another big home game for the Titans. They came off of a big win Monday night. The Chiefs team, they shut down the Washington team in the second half last week. But realistically, the Washington team kind of shut themselves down. I don't think they have the offensive weapons down there to really challenge them. I don't think that's going to be the same case with a Tennessee team who have I think a very serviceable QB in Ryan Tannehill. You have A.J. Brown. You have Julio Jones. 2 great wide receivers. 2 of the better wide receivers duos in the NFL. Then you got Derrick Henry. It's points galore. It's points all over this field, especially when you're looking at a Chiefs team that defensively, a lot of those holes have been plugged in because of how good the offense has been over the years. All right. So the next bet, Rams minus 16.5 versus the Lions. We have the 0-6 Jared Goff led Lions back in LA. This is going to be Goff's first time back in LA after being traded this offseason. They shipped him out plain and simple, because they knew that he was not a player that could get them over the hump to win a championship. No surprise that they're 0-6, all right? So to me, some people may look at it and say, well, wait a minute, Goff is going to want to go into LA and get a big game, have a big win. The team is going to rally behind him and win this for him. Okay. I don't agree with that. I mean, if he was playing somebody else, if he got shipped from another team, but you got a guy like McVay who's seen him for years, know his deficiencies, and they're going to take advantage of that. Same thing with the defense. They've seen this guy in practice. They've seen him real time for they know what he can do and what he can't do. So they're going to go after him. They're gonna stifle him. They're gonna make it tough on him, And I think they get blown out. I think the Rams will win this game very, very handily. All right. The last NFL game, we're gonna go with the Cardinals minus 18 versus the Texans. You got 2 teams who are swiftly going in opposite directions. Cardinals red hot all year. They're gonna be at home against a struggling Houston team who scores a pathetic 15 points per game. But they give up almost 30. On the flip side, you have a Cardinals team who has a very prolific offense, one of the best in the league, and they only give up 18 per game. The Cardinals should blow them out soundly, and we may see a similar, score texture like we saw in Buffalo a few weeks ago when Buffalo blew them out 40-0. All right. Now the last bet of the day, we're going to go with the NBA. We're going to go back with the Knicks. We took them Friday night versus Orlando. They were at minus 7.5, and they crushed them. So I'm going to take the Knicks in MSG against the same Magic team. We're going to take it minus 12. If it was a back-to-back game, I probably still would have took it, but it's so early in the season. But both teams had a day of rest. The Magic, like I said, they still got a bunch of injuries. They're a very young team. You can look at them there. They had a little moments in that game. Anytime they tried to make a significant run, the Knicks came back and put them in their place. And Orlando was at home, right? They was the opener. They're going to want to play for a little more. They're going to get that adrenaline pumping a little bit more, and they still got whooped. So back in Madison Square Garden, Orlando has a new coach. He's trying to build a culture with these young guys. This is what I think game 3 for them. They lose by at least 20 again tonight. All right? That does it for me. Good luck, happy betting, and most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose.